Hello, dear viewers. Today we have February 27th, a traditional review of events on the fronts of the Ukrainian war. We started from Avdeevka direction, where our troops mounted full-scale attacks yesterday, pushing from the west all day long. The city was attacked from a broad front from Berdichi to Tonenki, and everywhere successes were achieved, significant successes, and not just significant successes. Already yesterday in the second half of the day from the enemy side, many breaks. Well, those who represent either the 3rd Brigade of the NGU fighting there, or for example, like Yuri Butusov, editor-in-chief of Censor.net, they began to switch to panic mode, judging by all yesterday the enemy's defense. It mainly consists of remnants of the 47th Brigade, one of the elite brigades in the south, and also the 3rd Brigade of the NGU began to crumble here, and it immediately became noticeable on the line of contact because for several days our troops could not gain a foothold and move forward, neither in the Berdichi area nor in the Orlovka area. Yesterday our troops managed to. On the outskirts of both Berdichi and Orlovka, the Abrams tanks thrown into battle couldn't change anything. On the contrary, the first Abrams was burnt yesterday. The second guys said they managed to flee. Nevertheless, it's only a matter of time when he says we'll burn them. That is, the last reserves of these units, elite units I emphasize, have been thrown into battle. But this doesn't save them. Just as in the morning in the Berdichi region, our forces were able to reach the outskirts of the settlement and hold on to the landings nearby, exactly in the same way we reached the outskirts of Orlovka and also broke through. Unfortunately, yesterday's information about the cleanup of Tonenki didn't turn out to be true. Still, we broke a wedge between Orlovka and Tonenki, and thus Tonenki-Orlovka is already half encircled. And I think that today there will be operations to clear these settlements from the enemy, just as the attack in the Berdeki area obviously will continue, because in the morning it's working again, aviation, artillery, everything is being wiped out, and I repeat, the enemy has strong doubts that they'll hold the front line. Even along the supposed watershed west of Berdichev and Orlovka, there's widespread panic because the steamroller of our army, specifically the aviation and artillery, are later further reinforced by ground attack aircraft, which the enemy can't stop us here. In this battle, their best unit is being ground down again. That is, the situation for the enemy here is decidedly dire. I'm awaiting good news from this section of the front today. Also, a little further south, yesterday our forces achieved another important breakthrough. Well, apparently, based on the last 3 days in the Krasnohorivka area, our forces deceived the enemy concerning the location of the main assault. They pretended for several days that the main attack would be in the Nevelske direction. After the enemy sent its reserves there, they struck south of Krasnohorivka and moreover moved through quite unfavorable terrain and broke through yesterday. Into the city, fierce battles were already taking place in the southern part of Krasnohorivka yesterday, very alike it seems. This operation is approximately conducted in the same way as the one in Avdeevka, meaning that we managed to fool the opposition. We were able to break through their front line and then introduce more and more assault groups. It's just simple. We subdue the enemy with aviation and artillery fire. I mean, the breakthrough is already very, very noticeable. There are information that we are starting battles in the so-called southern industrial area of Krasnohorivka. And in this way, we are moving forward quite quickly. Yesterday, 2 streets from the south of the city were captured under our control, meaning here we are also waiting for news from this sector. I sincerely hope for good news in the southern region, Novomikhailivka. Apparently, our attacks from here have stopped, meaning we couldn't break through the defense line. However, we were able to capture important strong points in the area of the village of Pobedi and south of Novomikai. Most likely, after regrouping, fighting will continue here as well. It's relatively quiet for now, and some minor local significance battles are happening along the entire front line. To Ugledar, past Ugledar Velika, Novosilka, everywhere our troops are trying to probe enemy positions. But this is, again, I think, mainly because we want to stretch its reserves.